Today I have a sad story that has ended in good news. It's of a gentleman who has spent the last decade living roughly for wrongs that was done. But today, thankfully, those wrongs have been right and the result is a happy one. How are you doing, everyone? Thank you so much for joining this channel. Thank you for joining. Today I have a story to tell you. What started out being a very sad story, an unfortunate story, but has thankfully ended in good news. It's of a gentleman who has spent the last 10 years, more than 10 years, living rough on the streets of Jamaica for a wrong that was done to him, but thankfully everything is now okay and he is back in the UK. Good afternoon, Destiny family, Destiny squad, Destiny nation. Thank you for tuning in to another evening where I tell you about what's happening in the news. And I am happy to say that you can now become a member of this channel. If you look close to the subscription button, you will see a button that says join. It will give you all the information that you need to become a member of this channel and to understand the perks that you will get as a member of this channel as well. Now I'm going to tell you more about the gentleman who has been wrong and now everything has been right. Stick around.
Warning. Headstrong, sturdy, grounded down to earth, earthy, spicy, jerky, ruthless flows.
3, 2, 1.
And welcome back, everybody. The story that I'll be telling you about is the story of Winston Knight. Winston Knight is a 64-year-old gentleman who migrated to the UK at the age of 6. He spent 47 years in the UK before he was wrongly deported in 2013. Winston is one of the Windrush Generation. You know, he's from the Windrush Generation. He was not deported during the Windrush scandal, but he is from the Windrush Generation. During his time in Jamaica, he spent all those years, so he was deported in 2013. And from that time, he has been living on the streets of Jamaica. Because you can appreciate that migrating at the age of 6 all those years ago would mean that he would no longer be able to identify with the country and would not have anybody to return to. Because after living here in the UK for 47 years, you can appreciate that he would have spent so much, everything that he can identify with is here in the UK. The good news is that here in 2025, the UK government has admitted, meaning the administration, Home O, has admitted that they wrongly deported Mr. McKnight. And they have made wrong right by agreeing that he will be flown back to the UK at their expense. So you can appreciate that living in Jamaica all those years, you can appreciate the heartache that he had and hardship that he has endured over the years. But now that he is back in the UK, I am sure and I hope that the support will be there for him to receive the mental health care that he will definitely need. Also, being out of a job for all those years, you can appreciate, he is now 64 by the way, you will appreciate that now at the age of 64, it is going to be very difficult for him to get a job because of the gap that is going to be on his CV. It's going to be very hard for him to explain what happened all those years. And it's over a decade, 2020, from 2013 to now 2025. Hopefully, he is coming. We can appreciate that he's coming back to zero. Nothing, no savings, nothing, after being away for so long. So hopefully the proper system support will be in place to ensure that his housing is taken care of and that he is placed in the best position to pick up the pieces of his life and continue. But the support that he's going to need to do so, I know that the authorities will do the right thing. And why I'm saying that is that, yes, not many people would have admitted that they made a mistake, but the relevant authorities have admitted that we made a mistake with this case, and now the person is back in the UK. So I have every confidence that that kind of support will continue. So that is a good news story. I am happy, but I can appreciate and I cannot imagine what has been going through Mr. Knight's mind all those years that he has been living rough on the streets. Because from the time that he was deported in 2013 to the time when he returned to the UK, which is not too long ago, he has been living rough on the streets of Jamaica, on the streets of a country that he was no longer able to identify with. And I'm going back to say that he migrated at the age of 6. So he has spent so much of his life here in the UK. So that's a good news story. And we always I like to highlight good news story as well. And just to say that we are all humans. Sometimes the choices that we make, sometimes the decisions that we make are not the right ones. But it is always good for people, when they realize that they have made a mistake, to admit that we have made a mistake and to now be taking all steps to right all the wrongs that were done to Mr. Knight. Destiny family, Destiny squad, destination, Destiny nation. Until I upload another video, I say peace and be good to yourself. Bye.